Welcome to STS31, and it is the glorious 12th of the 12th, and it's cold and miserable and awful.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Right. Also, this is the last day that's going to happen. You were saying, like, the last time that we'll see this in our lifetimes.
Yep.
At 12th of the 12th. There you go.
Next time you'll see any of those silly repeating dates that people keep assigning significance to.
And right. So of course I have
we'll set up the ascending dates.
Ooh, look at you jumping in and stopping me. What's
No,
up now? Oh, no. Look at him. Now that he's back, he's just like, oh, I'm going to take over. Revolting. We're going to have more than 3. He's going to splinter off and do his own little thing.
No, man. Kelvin 3.
Kelvin 3.
Oh. That was terrible.
Oh, God. That's actually quite good.
So, of course, with me, as always, I have Mr. Fluke.
Hey, guys.
Mr. Surge.
Good evening.
And apparently we have to have Kel with us as well.
Yay!
I like how the shift from, in terms of haters, shifted. I don't know where that was going.
That surge.
I know.
Is because A, words are your friend.
Words.
I like to words sometimes.
Yeah, you've been wordsing good this week.
I know.
To be fair, he was able to get most of his thoughts out during the Fallen Enchantress video without fumbling over himself.
Mostly.
Fair enough.
I listen back to it. I still can't words very well. Getting there. Getting there.
The words, they do nothing. So what have you guys been up to? Let's go around. So Mr. Fluke, have you actually managed to play anything this week, or have you been ass deep in code?
I've literally not. I haven't played a single minute of anything so far this week. I've done
You played some
nothing.
PlanetSide, didn't you?
Nope.
For community night.
Community
Played
night,
some
yeah.
PlanetSide?
Saturday community night was the last time I played anything.
How did that go? How did you? How did PlanetSiding treat you?
It was alright, and then we started getting annoyed at mostly at the fact we just kept getting nailed by 2 different sides. We were just getting hammered on. We ended up starting bickering and fighting amongst ourselves, I think. Yeah. Well, it was good fun.
It was double XP week, and
It was.
How many certs did you get?
I got quite a lot of certs. I don't know exactly how many. I know I got a lot, but I think that's what affected it, because it was double XP weekend. All of the other 2 factions were on for their easy XP.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Wait, we were on just the same. We were just owning
yes
on a
and-
different region. That's all.
Yes. And
no, Serge. I'm sorry.
There was nobody else to shoot at, and the other 2 were essentially just farming XP and certificates. Sat there in massive groups of 50 strong tank columns.
The glory of the Vanu was just being annihilated by the weak, pitiful forces of the other 2 having to team up to deal with us.
That sounds about right.
And then there was the sheer number of hackers that were on at that weekend as well. I will point that out, because that was a real bone of contention for me.
And
I know there was a lot of them about, because it was double XP weekend, and a lot of them were in the zone we were in, because they were
we
being
kept getting
called
surveillance
out.
messages.
Yeah, because the admins that were watching for the hackers were calling people out in global chat.
But then also we had,
yeah.
what I can only define as double agents, people on our side flying around in Scythes and Liberators that were such bad pilots, they had to clearly be working for the other side.
Yeah, you wonder, you really have to wonder. With
I don't
some
mind
people,
getting
are you
there.
really that bad, or are you just getting your kicks from sitting around trying to turn people over?
Get in something with me, you'll see people can actually be that bad. I am terrible at playing
It's not
PlanetSide.
that hard to maintain
really
a
not.
Liberator upside down. And yet some people apparently have enough problems flying them the right way up.
I was going to say, for most people, I wouldn't suggest such things, because they have enough people
Hey.
just flying it in a straight line the right way up.
I'm a terrible pilot, and I'll have you know I managed to land my Liberator in a tree, and we still got it out without it setting on fire.
Nice.
Okay, it took us about 10
It just
minutes, in
exploded.
which
That's
time...
all. It just skipped the whole fire part.
No, we
Skip
got it
fire and went
out.
straight to explosion.
We got it out in one piece, Granted, it did take me and Fluke enough time that we could have headed back to the spawn and got
And
another one
the new
if
one,
we
and
had
me
time.
constantly repairing it while he's trying to manoeuvre it around in the tree, and it's taking damage, and then he's stopping holding it still while I'm repairing it up again. We got it
But
out
we
of
got
the
it
tree
out.
though.
Yeah. And then we got shut down.
Denied the guy the kill, and then we got shot down like 3 minutes after we got it back off the ground.
But it was great fun. I did enjoy the double XP weekend from Planside.
It was. It's a good game. Netcode needs more work, but as always, a game of that scale, with that sheer number of people in one place, you could really tell again on the double XP weekend. Don't I say the same? Because you had so many people and in a very intense fight in a very small space. People were doing very strange things. People would keep flying off into the sky because they would lose packets, so they wouldn't know where they were. But they were headed in that direction because they were running up a hill. So the guy would just fly off at a 45-degree angle up into the sky till he went out of view distance, and then he'd reappear in front of you again. It's like, okay, this is kind of hard.
That sounds
So-
awesome.
Get in a tank. That was my answer. Get in a tank, and then he can't shoot me as easily. And I've got a big AOE. I've got to just hit somewhere near him. That'll do.
Close enough.
Yeah.
My issue is that even with the double XP weekend going on, most of the fighting seemed to be limited to one continent.
Yeah.
Which is always
Where the
upsetting.
other two continents are at their strongest and the Vanna were at their weakest. And because it's the first continent, it tends to be where most people
Everyone
just-
goes.
Yeah, most people go. So we're always getting kicked.
It's
There we go.
it's fine.
Such is the way it is. We'll be the underdog. We don't care.
We've got lasers.
It's all good. It's all good. So, Mr. Surge, let's turn our attention to you.
The spotlight is on me.
The Irishman can go last because of his terrible
For his,
pun.
for his transgressions, he may go last.
I'm okay with this.
Punishments.
Well,
Mr. Surge, how are you?
I'm alright. I'm a bit tired. Had a lot of stuff going on recently in terms of real life. You know, that horrible place that we sometimes have to visit.
But that's all I'm going to say on that one.
Yeah, that sums it up.
Yeah.
In terms of the gaming world, I've been playing some more for Enchantress after our video that we did.
So there was another 3 days lost.
Not that many.
How has your Wii been doing? Have you been exercising your Wii?
I haven't been visiting my Wii.
It's currently hiding behind a Christmas tree. We sorted it now.
Oh yeah, Katie moved it. Yeah, we got a Christmas tree for Christmas.
An actual tree or a fake
Yeah,
tree?
no,
Actual tree.
Why did you get an actual tree?
Because they're nicer. I like the smell of a nice tree, a proper tree.
It means you get to pick up the needles everywhere and throw them at people.
Yeah, I can stuff them into Serge's socks when he's least expecting it. And then just listen to the howls upstairs as he pulls his socks on and shreds his feet.
I'm glad I'm in another country.
And they say I'm the evil one.
You're rubbing off on him. Having you two
Obviously.
under the same roof is causing issues, it seems.
But for the better or worse, who knows?
I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a worrying situation.
Also this week, I got into the closed beta. Me, myself, and everyone who ever existed on the internet managed to get into the closed beta for Firefall.
Yeah.
And Dota. Don't forget
Oh
Dota.
yes, all the Dota keys.
Yeah.
Have you hit 3 figures on the
I
invite
still
tab?
do not have a copy of that. On my
I keep trying
Steam.
to give him one,
I
but
know,
he
and
keeps
I won't have
he
it.
keeps sending it back with like a dead animal or something.
I'm up to like 14, I think now.
I don't know
Yeah.
how many I've got. A lot. But yeah, I was skeptical about Firefall, to be honest, because what it looked like to me on the outset was just kind of TF2, but with some Borderlands elements in MMO form. It didn't really appeal to me, but after being convinced by Vent people to give it a go, I've actually been really enjoying it, especially the PvE content. Being able to just go around and do stuff at my own pace and explore the world and not be limited to going on quests like in previous MMOs and stuff. It's good fun, especially with the people on Vent.
The thing that I like about it is that you've got all of these different wonderful... Well, you've got the essentially a Left 4 Dead style director going on. That's
they could-
spawning all of these wonderful events in the world, such as the crashed bikes and the thumpers, and all of the
And
chosen incursions
Yeah.
and acolytes, and all of these wonderful events that you can do. And that really does add to the enjoyment of the world, because you know you're running out all over the place and you're doing all of these wonderful things.
It
But
feels more real.
yeah, in my time of playing it over the past week, like now that they brought out the EU servers and it's like, yeah, I can finally play the game and, you know, start working on my suits properly because the lag was getting to me. It's a case of, right, so I know that the game doesn't have much PvE yet. They've been working on the suits and sorting everything out.
Yeah, PvE
getting
is their next goal.
Yeah, they've been doing the PvP stuff. So it's kind of irritating. I'm not sure if it's a case of because of the way the queue system works in regards to the server splits. Like, you know, if you're PvPing, EU guys can only queue with EU guys and the US guys can only queue with the US guys or something. But I'm not finding any games
In PvP?
for PvP.
No, I haven't found anyone either. I just wanted to give it a go, but I can't
I'm
find
finding
anyone
none.
at any
And
hour.
yet I watch people streaming Firefall. Like I was watching Fatality stream, and say what you want about like Fatality as a pro gamer or however you want to tag him. That guy can hit people in mid-air with like plasma rifles and shit, and it's amazing to watch.
It's a sight to behold.
And he's literally like, you know, playing a game, and he'll then like, okay, done, next one. And he'll be in the queue, and then it'll pop, and straight into the next one. And it's just like...
I was waiting for half an hour in queue at one point.
If you queue at night on EU, you'll never see one. If you queue during the day, it can take anywhere from... the shortest queue I've had is a second. I literally had one pop after a second.
PvP matches are a rare breed.
But yeah, like most of my queue times are 20-30 minutes, and even then, because of the way the system is set up, you then get into the game, you're waiting for players, you don't get enough players, and then you just get dropped back out.
So it definitely needs work, or just more people.
I'm not
Probably
sure
not.
if it's... I think it's the queuing system. I think it's because they've just brought in the EU servers. I think it's interaction between EU and US servers and the way that they're communicating is affecting PvP. And I can understand why, because it would really irritate... Like, if I was to take the gamer part of me and, you know, the part of me that does the L3 stuff and separate them for a moment and watch me playing, I would get really irritated if I queued for PvP and ended up being on a US server and having, like, horrible ping.
Being gimped horribly because of ping.
Yeah, certain classes especially are reliant on that low ping time.
The recon.
Dreadnought.
I was going to say,
the Dread was the
Dreadnought
one
more than
that
the recon,
irritated me.
because you've got the recon, yes, okay, it's laggy, but you can adjust. You can, while it's not perfect, adjust your aim for lag. It's a lot harder when you've got to basically place every round in a mag to get the kill.
Poor Dreadnought.
Yeah, they really do need some work.
Yeah.
But it's still a fun game, like...
Yeah, it is. I'm having fun just playing around with a bog standard assault, just running around shooting stuff in the face with a big grenade launcher, bouncing around on a jetpack. It's good fun just to play for 5 minutes or to sit and play with a group of guys for a couple of hours.
Yeah. Go in, get some resources, make some stuff.
It's as deep as you want it to be, basically.
Yeah, I mean, the thing for me is that I'm glad I bought the Founders Pack. I bought the big Founders Pack as, like, the LGV bike.
They're still available, aren't they?
Yes, the Founders Packs
Yeah,
are
you
still
can get
available.
the tiki masks.
See, so that's why I'm trying to get
pikes.
the website finished. I'm sounding really tired at the moment because I've literally been up for a good number of hours now trying to get it to a point where I can stop and then figure out what to do next.
Yeah, we do have the new site in development. It's coming along nicely. I've seen it. We've seen it. It's all very flashy and
I want to get that done.
It's
so I
all
can
very
actually get
word
to
art
play in
and Comic
Firefall.
Sans.
Yeah, lots of Comic Sans.
plenty of Comic Sans.
Lots of rainbow colours.
Go have the neon colours in there. Nice green background with a red
The
window.
only thing, as far as I'm aware, the only thing that's left to do is attach a word to the mouse cursor that when you move it,
Yeah, it moves
The
it around
letters
like
follow.
like they're
that'd be
attached to a
awesome.
flag. Yeah.
yeah.
So basically,
Oh.
since GeoCities is now gone, our site is the replacement, whatever you need, that kind of thing. I mean, flaming text, animated backgrounds that are very sparkly with gaudy
a view
colours.
counter, page views.
Oh
Yeah.
god, yes, view
Plays
counter.
music at you when you go onto the page and everything.
Lots of really off-looking, low-res GIFs in the background.
Yeah.
Ah, we got it all.
And it gets
You guys will be fine.
And then what are we going to use it for? Streaming Happy Wheels
Yeah, yeah. And Minecraft Let's Plays.
with Facecam.
and trials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we need to recruit some female staff members so that we can then have them play Amnesia.
I'm sorry, I can't do this with a straight face, man.
He's no good at this.
I really can't, not even in a taking the mick kind of way. I mean, really.
I don't know why, but I ranted about that one
I saw
on
that.
Twitter the other
That was
day.
worthy of my kind of vitriol, that, and I was proud of you.
I don't even know where it came from. It just came out of nowhere. Just all of a sudden, there I was. And it was just like, I feel like tweeting this. I have no idea where it came from. It was just like, you know what? I should totally just start doing Let's Plays of Happy Wheels and Zelda and Pokemon and Skyrim and
Easy money.
Amnesia and, you know, all those kind of games and just add a face cam into it.
But where's the class?
We can class it up. I can do it
You
with.
don't need
I
class
can,
with that
I can
kind
do
of-
it with a
You can have
monocle.
you can have a top hat GIF over the top of the face cam. There you go.
No. Top hats are passe, man. You want mutton chops and a pipe.
Wow.
You need a tartan flat cap to go with that.
And the song that I can't remember the name of, that what's it called? The one from where essentially you would have a guy sat in a chair next to a fire reading a book, and he'd be like, "Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. I'm Sir John Edmonton. Welcome to Words with Edmonton."
Is that like Words with Friends, but you've modified
He just
your
sits
cursor
there
to
and
have a
reels off
little
a bunch of
monocle?
really nice sounding words in the English accent.
I can't remember. I can't remember what the song is called.
Arbitrary.
Wow.
I have no idea what you're on about. I'll just sit here and look confused for a minute.
Put that on Facecam as
Back
well.
to what I was
find
going to
it.
say, yeah, I want to get the site finished so I can actually get back to playing some games. Because Firefall's something I want to put some time into. It's
You
something-
lied. I've just realised you lied.
I lied?
You
Objection!
lied.
When did I lie?
Oh,
Prove it.
Far Cry 3. There we go.
Oh, I did play something else, right?
Yeah, and you
Ladies and
I didn't
gentlemen,
lie.
You
No,
were
that
actually-
wasn't a lie, that was a slip of the memory, clearly.
you
It
were
was like, oh,
actually
yeah,
quite
so I did.
vocal about your opinion on it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Sunday, wasn't it? Yeah, I forgot about
ladies
that.
and
There's
gentlemen,
another day
people
between,
lie on the internet.
There's another day between Saturday and Monday.
Is there? It's just work for me.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it a little? Do you want to get some stuff off your chest regarding Far Cry?
Yeah, I can talk about Far
Go on,
Cry
then.
for a few
Go on.
minutes.
We'll hand it over to you. You can
well,
talk about Far Cry.
It's alright.
There you go.
It's alright.
You can,
That's alright.
so if anyone from Ubisoft is listening, you can put that on your box. Far Cry 3. Yeah, it's alright.
It's alright.
Ollie Williams would be proud of you.
Well, the hunting thing that seems to be like made a big thing of, you know, all the wild animals and stuff, and some of them will randomly attack you, and some of them will run away. Those bird things what are they?
Pterodactyls,
No, cassowary.
Turkeys?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
ostriches.
It's not something. It's not exactly something indigenous to the UK.
You're not killing kiwis, are you?
They look like big
No,
emus.
those
pterodactyls
Cassowary, I
are.
think they're called. I'm crawling
What do you
through
mean?
these
What do you mean,
ruins.
Kel? There is quite regularly occasions where I go round to the corner shop and have to take the elephant rifle with me in case of pterodactyl attack.
You don't get them in Ireland, really?
No, they never made it across the water. It's great.
Dinosaurs these
there's
days.
me creeping through these ruins, and this. I turn around and there's this giant chicken thing looking at me, and I'm like, hey, look, it's a giant. And then it starts attacking me and rapidly pecks me to death.
That's what happens
I'm
when you
like,
angry
wait.
chocobo.
Wait, what?
There's
What
a
was-
bird of paradise.
It just chewed me
Vulture?
to bits.
Macaque?
No.
No.
Velociraptor or T-Rex.
Trying
They're
to
descendants of
remember.
birds.
Oh, a cassowary.
Yes.
Big birds, very dangerous if offended. A cassowary's talons are razor sharp and extremely deadly.
Yeah, didn't
Although
I
it seems
find
they
out the
can't
hard
take
way?
too many bullets. After all, it's only a bird.
Yeah, it's difficult to hit though because they don't half move. And I didn't know where it was. Just like, hey, look, it's eating my face.
Is this bringing back flashbacks of Eurogamer and checking out and just being like, hey, look, it's another wolf. Wait, that's not a wolf.
Hang on,
that's not a dog.
wolf. That's a
Komodo
dragon. Yeah, yeah, that was quite entertaining. Yeah, I visited some of the places that I played in the demo. It's very early on. It's the first radio tower is the same radio tower that they had us doing in the demo. But yeah, the hunting thing just
Hunting with an assault rifle.
you didn't seem to, once you've gone round and killed like X number of pigs and you've made the things made out of pig skin. Right, I never need to kill another pig for any reason. Okay, what's next on the list? Right, let's go and kill lots of tapirs. Right, that's all the stuff made out of tapir hide done. Right, what's next? And it's not something that takes a great deal of time to do. It just, I don't know, it felt really tacked on. It was like, oh yeah, okay, so I've got to do this to get me 4 gun holsters. Right, I've done that. Kill some bull sharks, great. Jump on a jet ski, run some sharks over, skin them underwater. Cool, right, let's go. It felt really tacked on.
No, because it achieved what it was meant to achieve. It breaks up the story. The way it should be done, if you're looking to get the most out of it, is you'll kind of wander off, you'll do some hunting, and then you'll go back and you'll do a mission, and then you'll go do some more hunting. But the way it sounds that you did it, you were like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go hunting, and then you did all the hunting stuff.
Well, no, I made myself some. I did the stuff that I could see on the map. It was like marked on the map. There's some of those kind of creatures over here. Right, I'll go over there, kill some of those. Right, I've made that thing. Right, okay, what else do I need? And it just, I don't know. They didn't say it was just all
you
in
wanted
it.
it to be deeper.
Yeah, I wanted it to be a little bit deeper than I was just to say all you need is like one material to make this. You just need like 2 bear skin to make this particular kind of pouch. Well,
Bears are kind of big.
that was just an example.
It'd be worse if it was like,
And
kill
one of
10
the things does use bear skin, but I happen to have already come across a bunch of bears and just, murdered the crap out of them.
So what about the rest of the game?
Yeah, loving the exploring, like the hang glider. The hang glider's
The
quite
combat
cool.
doesn't seem to what I saw.
The combat seems very, very easy, very simplistic. That's the problem. The AIs are kind of smart and really stupid at the same time.
Are you going to go on about your truck bit here?
Well, the first time I ever came across, realistically, a road with cars on it, there was 3 cars already parked up. And I'm wondering what's going on here. And it's a bunch of bad guys. So I climb up onto a ridge, like overlooking them through some trees. And I've only got this pistol and a couple of grenades that I randomly found in some boxes. So I chucked a grenade and managed to kill a couple of them. And the others start milling around, trying to figure out what's going on and trying to find me. I crouch down behind this thing, and they just kind of, one of them walks right towards me and stands right next to me in the grass and can't see me, so I just stab him and he dies, and nobody saw that because his body falls into the grass, and another one comes looking over, just randomly looking around, so I stab him, and now I've got an AK-47 with 2 guys worth of ammo. Great. So I just stand up and start popping off headshots. And people keep coming down the road in trucks, and because there's trucks parked on the road, the road's blocked, so they stop and get out of their truck to see what's going on, and there's just 2 guys slowly getting out of this truck, and then you can shoot them while they're doing the animation, and they're pretty helpless, so as they're getting out of the truck, pop, pop, right, there's 2 more guys, loads of ammo.
That's how it would be. I mean, if you were driving along in a truck, and you were on an island,
And I come along and there's like 7 deserted trucks and there's bodies lying all over the road. You think I'm going to stop and get out the truck? No. Am I hell as like? I'm gonna slam the handbrake on, fling the back end round and put my foot down going in the opposite direction. Goodbye, I'm going back the way I came to get another
At which point you'll
6
get back to the
trucks.
base, and then and you'll explain your case, at which point Voss will ask you if you actually checked it out. You'll say, no, I decided to come back because there was 7 trucks with dead guys everywhere,
And I
he'll shoot
figured,
you in
what
the
use
head.
was I going to be dead? I figured, yeah, I'd be better off coming back and telling
Exactly.
you you're going to need
What
a
use are
bigger
you
guy
going to
than
be?
me.
What use are you going to be dead? Let's find out. Bang. You're right. Not much use at all. You're the henchman of an insane Insane guy.
Well, yeah, but I guess come across something like that. Right, where's the nearest boat? I'm leaving. Goodbye. But you wouldn't catch me just parking up the truck next to the other, next to the massacred corpses and getting out and scratching my head going, I
on, but
wonder
you don't know
what is
they're dead.
going on here.
Unless
They
they're
look
missing the
pretty
back of
dead.
their
There's
skulls.
blood everywhere.
Maybe you go out and you're like, oh my god, that's Jerry. Jerry, no, you were one day away from retirement.
No. He'd almost finished his comic collection.
Nice.
I have to admit, after having... Like, I'm not as far in as you are, and I know I'm not. But the intro was quite possibly one of the best intros I've ever seen
Even better than
Yes.
Saints Row 3.
in a game.
I
Yes.
did like
Better
the
than Saints
intro.
Row 3? Ooh. my God.
It's a different style of intro, so yes, it's better than Saints Row 3 because it's completely different.
Yeah, I suppose you can't really compare.
You can't compare them, which is why yes, it's
Yeah,
better.
fair play, fair play.
It really does show you how messed up the guy really is. Try not to give away too much in the way of spoilers, because,
Spoilers.
spoilers. But, yeah, it really does show how messed up he really is. It's a very, very good intro.
It does create the foundation.
I did have to
for
watch
a
it like 3 or 4
brilliant
times
character.
before I could get the graphics card to be stable, though. I think the fans are dying on it. It keeps overheating and doing weird things and causing it to crash, so I've had to unblock it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little annoying.
One time.
Yeah, so I got to watch the intro like 3, 4, 5 times.
You got your fair share.
Yeah, so it's still quite a good intro, in fairness.
Mm-hmm.
And it leads nicely into the game. It just seamlessly leads into the start of the game and drops
great
you in as a
thing-
character very well, I thought.
The great thing is though that with a game like this, yes, it's not got much freedom when it comes to replayability, in my opinion. Like, I'm one of these people that I won't replay a game unless there's really big reasons to do so.
Yeah. There's no
But-
different ways of doing a lot of stuff.
But there is for this. Like, you could go through and do a melee playthrough, or you could go through and do just a pistol playthrough. You could do that.
Yeah, I guess. Some of the missions are irksome, shall we say. There's a lot of, mission failed, no, start again, and like forced stealth bits where you have to creep through certain bits and pieces, and I can see certain players being frustrated with that.
Now I don't.
The stealth mechanics are fairly simplistic, so
Yeah.
it's not extremely
But my
difficult.
main issue with that is that normally I'm one of these people that hates those kind of, you have failed the stealth mission, you are dead.
Yeah, start
Or you have
again.
failed the stealth mission,
Go back to
therefore we have
checkpoint.
killed the hostage, and game over. I understand that those are really irritating for the majority of the time, and I'd love it to actually be able to play out if you do fail the mission. Like, it can just be a case of you have failed the mission, the game is going to continue anyway, however you have failed that mission. But at the same time, given Jason and given your character, and given the way that the intro plays out, I'm less annoyed by them in Far Cry.
Why?
Because they set up the character as this kind of character backstory, not really spoilers. They set this up as, you're a tourist on this island sort of thing, and you're not a US Marine, you're not SEAL
Yeah,
Team
you're
6.
just some average,
You're just some guy.
average rich kid.
Yeah, in
basically.
fact, he's just some guy, like just running around on this island, and then all of a sudden bad things happen to him.
All of a sudden, some bad stuff.
Yeah.
And so that whole kind of like the intro and the fact that during it there are parts where you are basically fighting for your life and going through that whole, oh god, these are people, you are some random frat boy that's been dumped onto this island.
Dude.
And you are surrounded by bad men with guns.
Yeah, pretty
To
much.
me,
React
Dropped
accordingly.
in at the deep end is
I mean,
very much the way
yes.
it happens.
There's very, very early on, like very, very early on, like within the first 5 minutes of game, not explaining the setup for the story or anything, but there is a moment in the very first 5 minutes of the game that I'm going to actually mention here, as it's a fantastic reference to it, which is Voss holding a gun, standing over you, and he literally is like, run or I'll shoot you. And it's very much that. It's the whole case of, oh god, I have to try and, if you're trying to do what you're trying to do in
On
the
the
game,
edge.
then I don't mind it so much.
It is very story oriented, and I guess that's where a lot of my
Gripes come from.
gripes are coming from. It's more story oriented than I
Do
was
you
expecting.
think-
I guess if I try and play it more like that.
Yeah.
I
Do you
probably
like? I
would
think we
enjoy
mentioned
that.
this before. I'm not sure if I mentioned it to you. I think I did, but isn't that because like I think I defined it or explained it as it's a case of it's a great story game with a sandbox attached rather than a
big
sandbox
sandbox
world
game
with a little story
With
running
a
through it.
story in it. Yeah, that's very much seems the case. I was
The sandbox
expecting
is there
something
to
more like
make
Just
to give the world
Cause,
a bit more
if
depth.
you know what I mean, which is very
Yeah.
much just massive sandbox, and the story does take you pretty much everywhere in the sandbox.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Why?
My name is Bolo Santos.
Awesome.
I absolutely despise the story in Just Cause 2. In fact, there are moments when I suddenly realise to myself, wait a minute, Just Cause 2 actually has a story.
Damn.
It's lots of jumping onto the backs of aeroplanes and then, grappling onto that jeep as it goes past, and the guy behind him gets hit by an
Jumping.
aeroplane, and
Jumping a boat into a helicopter, jumping out, grappling on.
nice.
Or I still remember the one from the video where it's you jump the boat, you jump out the boat onto the top, you get the rocket launcher, you blow up the watchtower, then you get back in the boat before it even touches the water and keep going.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, yeah.
True Battlefield 3 style.
Yeah. That reminds me of the intro, like we said, the intro of the Saints Row. Straight through the plane and out the back.
So that just happened.
Yeah. That is a very good intro.
So
It did
let's
leave me with a
actually-
silly grin on my face, to be fair.
Let's turn our attention round to the Irishman.
Finally.
Finally.
He's had a chance to sit and hide in the corner.
Yeah.
If you noticed, he actually has been keeping fairly quiet as well. He hasn't been jumping in.
That's because
know,
I
yeah.
haven't played Far Cry. I haven't played anything recent. I've been going back to older games.
Do you want to play Far Cry though? Is it a game that you feel that you would
It's
enjoy?
not a series I've ever really followed. I mean, I'm not a huge FPS fan. I mostly get them for the multiplayer with the community guys because that's usually hilarious. I mean, I think the only FPS series I've followed in any major way has been Halo, and that's because when I was in college, I had my Xbox. I didn't have my PC, so I got Halo.
Have you picked up Halo 4?
Not yet. I need to finish Halo Reach first.
How's that going? How is your reach going?
Slowly, very slowly.
Can you get to the
It's
top
a game,
shelf
you
yet?
haven't played it in a while, have you?
No, I get
When was
distracted.
the last time you played it?
I think about 2 months ago.
So it's not a case of, oh, I really should, like, oh, Halo 4, like, yeah, it's more a case of, oh, I'll get around to it at some point.
At some
Pretty
point.
much.
If the world doesn't end.
That's my attitude with a lot of games. It's like, I should get this. When I've got time. Like, Borderlands 2 is like that. I finally picked up Borderlands 2, and everyone that I know that was playing it has stopped playing it because they've had it for a month and a half and they got bored.
You're like, oh, I'll complete it eventually. 3 months later. Oh yeah, Borderlands 2.
Yeah, my Borderlands experience,
game.
basically, I played for, I think, an hour with lunch, and that was it.
I've seen you though started to play a lot of Magic the Gathering as well.
I've been playing a little bit of that. That's kind of something that goes on my main monitor while I'm watching something on the other monitor. I've been playing with a couple of friends of mine, just doing a four-way Planeswalker, because if you get the right combination of Planes cards,
Planeswalker is
Chaos.
hilarious.
just chaos.
Absolute hilarity.
So many problems with that game, though.
I'll smile and nod. That's fine.
I was about to say, have you had any issues with the netcode?
They seem to have sorted out a lot of the bugs with abilities that would crash games.
Stroll on. No way. Some of those bugs that were affecting me have been there since the first iteration.
Yeah, but I had some abilities that I remember being broken because they broke for us during our video of Duels of Planewalkers 2013. Actually work now.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, so do
Long
I.
enough. It's not like they're not raking in the cash from it or anything.
But you still get issues with
But they-
people dropping out of games, which is kind of irritating.
The issue is they don't need to fix it.
Yeah,
That's
because
the
people are
big
still
one.
buying it. If people stop
Yeah.
giving them money, they'll actually have to put some proper development work in.
Yeah, I actually got the
Don't get me started.
one
on
of the.
that.
I was going to say
Settle.
settle.
lazy developers.
I don't know.
Lazy,
Quick search, tase him.
I don't have a taser. All I've got is this.
greedy developers.
All I've got is this calculator and the screwdriver.
The screwdriver in the side with the screwdriver. Anytime he starts,
Jab, jab,
just
jab, jab.
jab.
You can do anything with the calculator. Someone remade Portal on a calculator.
STS32 filmed from hospital.
Isn't someone playing Pokemon on a calculator?
No.
Oh, I
Portal.
remember that.
No, I swear, someone put Pokemon on a calculator.
More than likely, yeah.
Someone put Pokemon on their watch.
Sweet.
Oh, before
Someone's making 3D Pokemon.
Before I forget, the THQ Humble Bundle has had Dawn of the War. That has
Dawn
40K.
of the War.
Dawn of the War.
I'm trying to. I'm failing words
Afternoon
now.
of
I've been
the
up
war.
far too long now. I've been awake
Don't
far
worry
too
then.
Dawn
long.
of War Game
Don't
of the Year
worry,
Dawn of
edition.
War
Got-
Game of the Year edition. There we go.
Yes.
It's been added to it. There's only like 5 hours left on it, on the bundle.
Yeah, at
So-
time of
Yeah.
recording.
So by the time you're watching this,
So
it'll
by the
have
time you're
gone.
watching this, it will be over. However, Xander feels
Oh.
like mentioning this because he's a
Now I'll
major
have to
asshole.
now I'll have to.
Do you see this great
search
deal
the-
that you could have got? Well,
Do you reckon I can
no.
get it out inside of 5 hours?
Maybe.
No.
No.
Actually, speaking of great offers as well, like Street Fighter vs. Cross Tekken is midweek madness on Steam, so I picked that up to.
How much?
I got.
Tempted.
I think it's like £7.
Ooh,
It's 75% off, which is really nice.
Oh, that's quite good.
tempted.
Cal, I was right. You can play Pokemon Red or Blue on the TI-86 calculator, apparently.
Sweet. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes out for Casio's next calculator because it's got a big color touchscreen.
Oh god.
It's quite awesome.
Dear
Are we going
Lord.
to
More
start
than maths.
devoting some of our resources to reviewing calculator games?
You know, if I can get my hands on one and find a way to record it, maybe.
Reviewing calculator games. That's brilliant.
On the subject of Pokemon, though, have you seen that they've brought out the official Pokedex
Yeah.
for iOS?
And the price of it is ridiculous.
How much?
It's not that
How much is it?
bad.
How
The price
much
is,
it?
I believe it's £2 for the initial purchase, and then £3 or £4 per region, or essentially per like generation, that you want to unlock as well.
I wouldn't know phone
That's
prices. So.
quite expensive for a phone app, isn't it?
Not really, no, because you can get the base one
Oh, the base?
for like £2. You don't need to get all of them, and to get all of them anyway, to get each additional pack is £4. To get all of the packs, you can get everything that you need for this of all 640 Pokemon for £17.45.
Which is a high price. There are plenty of websites out there
it's
you can
not
just go
a
to
high
on your phone.
price.
£17 for information. It's not even a game. I mean, Square Enix charged that.
£17 for a phone app is bleeding steep.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it really is.
After seeing some of the ones that I have to interact with for my uni course and stuff, and no. I would pay £17.45 for an official Pokemon Pokedex on my iOS. In fact, I know Jay's
You'd pay
picked
for it
up.
if you went to Toys R Us.
Clearly, so would enough people that's the price
Yeah.
they've set
Well,
it at. Because
hang
they
on.
wouldn't have set it at that price if they.
Well, no,
you know.
the great thing is, right, so the current games that are out are black and white, yeah?
Yeah. Well, Black and White too.
Black and White 2.
That's the current
The
like version
current
that is black and white.
generation.
Yeah. And this is like, so if you buy the initial app, which is £1.49, that gives you those Pokemon. That gives you Pokemon numbers 494 through to 647. So that gives you, like, the only people that are going to want to buy the extra ones are either hardcore Pokemon guys that are like, oh my god, I need to have the complete Pokedex. Or people are like, oh, I'm playing, like, red and blue. I really would like the Pokedex for the, 1 through to 151. And even then, you've got to be quite into your Pokemon if you're willing to still be playing red and blue at this point in time.
Not really, because you can like trade Pokemon up through the games. So if you've got someone who's been into
Which
the
is
series,
a massive pain in the ass to do.
not with the newer ones.
Not with the newer ones, no, but only between like this series and the last series, and even then, there's certain things that you have to do.
Yeah, but all the Game Boy ones have been re-released, so there's a lot more compatibility there.
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
it's still
redone
it's
a
still
lot
not
of
an
old
easy
generation
case
stuff.
of just, hey, let's trade our Pokemons.
As long as you've got an original DS, it is. Because they're all either Game Boy Advance games that can trade with the DS versions, as far as I know, or DS, which is easy. I'm just waiting for a proper official 3D Pokemon game. That's what I want.
There's an unofficial one being made. You've seen it online?
Yeah, I'm not sure how long that'll last, given the publicity it's getting.
Yeah, that's the problem now. Lots of people know about it, which means the lawyers are going,
Yeah, I mean, there are plenty of companies out there
ready,
that'll
set.
they'll happily turn a blind eye to
Sick 'em.
something until they get official notification of it, and then they kind of have to act.
Yeah.
Yeah, to transfer older Pokemon, you'll require 2 DSs, one with black or white, and the other with either Pearl, Platinum, Diamond, Gold, or Heart Gold, or Soul Silver. You'll then have to get a DS download play application pop-up thing, which you'll deal with. It will then link in with your 4th generation game. You can send over Pokemon, however, you cannot transfer certain ones that know certain moves or are carrying certain things.
And then you must travel forth to the mountains of India.
And you have
To
to
find the
unlock,
tree of eternal generosity.
yes, you have
Stand
to have
on one
unlocked,
leg under a
you have to
full
have unlocked
moon.
the National Pokedex as well, which I can't remember what you actually have to do in black to unlock it.
Probably complete the game, same as every other one.
As I'm a black for life player, Jay's white, and then you have to stand outside under the moon on the third Sunday in the month and sacrifice a Clefairy.
Why would you do that?
But because Clefairy.
Clefairy.
Clefairy. It's
Easy for you to
it's
say.
the
Hulu.
next generation.
I can just see it.
The word's failure, it's spreading.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, apart from that, I've been playing Kerbal Space Program, getting back into that because there have been a lot of nice updates.
Yeah, I'm going to say they've been updating recently, haven't they?
And I still can't the rockets.
I still have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, it's,
I still cannot the rockets.
well, no, I can, but it's mostly a problem. I have 0 patience. And that game, it's all about waiting until you're at a certain point in your orbit to burn in one direction or
Yeah.
another for a certain amount of time to adjust your
Yeah.
trajectory on the other side of the planet.
It's a science.
Yeah.
It's calculated, and if you don't stick to that, you're either not coming back or you're not going to hit the mark you're aiming at.
That was boring. I just want to get a rocket and go that way.
If you go that way, then what ends up happening is you orbit the
That's-
sun.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Aw.
that's great. You can go that way. You'll probably orbit the sun, but never be seen again on Kerbal.
Yeah, I've been doing that a bit. But
Yeah, a very heartwarming experience.
I do have I have a personal achievement. I have a satellite in orbit, and I have successfully docked with it.
Nice.
So I'm really happy about that.
So they've got the docking with stuff in.
Yeah, that came in 0.18, which recently came out, and it works fairly nicely. But again, you need patience.
Yes.
This is how I'm training myself to have
Gently,
patience.
Slowly, catchy monkey.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of fun though. They're always improving to it, and some of the mods that are out there, they've official mod
the
support
mods
now.
are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal.
So you go look at I think it's KerbalSpaceport.com. That's where all the mods are, and some of them are just wow.
I'm afraid my take on this is yes. Fun.
It is, if you're into that sort of thing, I guess.
Yeah, it's the same as like flight
Yeah.
sims. It's fun if you're into it.
Yeah.
Except this
Good
is
if you're
rockets,
into
which
that
makes it
sort
so
of
much
thing.
better.
Yeah. Okay.
So, do we have anything else we want to talk about before we wrap this up?
Bees are lethal. Stay away.
Okay.
That's a bit harsh on bees.
I know, right?
What did they ever do to you?
Leave bees alone, man. Seriously, bees are nice. We need bees.
Except when they're in your eyes or in your
Wasps.
face.
Now, wasps, right? I'm with. If you'd have said wasps, I'd have been right there with you. But bees,
Hornets.
you're on your own, man.
I was a troubled
Hornets.
child.
Yeah, it shows.
Hornets.
What else? Oh yeah, the SimCity multiplayer info came out.
Mm.
Oh yeah, they really starting a video. I'm pretty excited for that.
That does look really nice.
Multiple cities in the same region.
I'm just wondering
Yeah.
how it works because
So I can just send my rubbish trucks over to dump stuff in Surge's town.
I think you have to have
'cause,
an agreement for it.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
But I do like the look of it, where it's like I can have another region, have all of my polluting power generation over there, and my city over here on the other end.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can have a nice, rich area and then a poor, crappy area where it's polluted. And
Mm-hmm.
You may have multiple people in one region, and then there's also the Great Wonder area where you can all pitch in to build a space program or
Something awesome.
awesome renewable power source or something stupid.
the pyramids.
Yeah, just build pyramids in the middle of America.
Why not?
Yeah, sounds good.
Get Sims.
Sounds totally legit.
Yes, I do want that SimCity because I love the look of everything I see. I was very skeptical when it was
It's gonna
announced.
mean Origin, no. It's gonna mean Origin.
At this point, I don't care.
Let's get to that stage. Origin is well established now, and it works.
Yeah, most of my major gripes with it have been gone. I mean, the only big
Yeah,
gripe that I
same.
have is who owns it, but that won't change.
Yeah.
Most of my gripes here that have been knocked out. In fact, to the point that I am on the
SimCity
verge
might.
of
SimCity
buying
will
another Mass
probably.
Effect.
SimCity will probably be the turning point for me where I'll bite the bullet, because I was a big SimCity fan back in the day before they overcomplicated it. We'll see what they've done with it this time around.
Yes.
It's looking good so far. I just hope they don't oversimplify.
It
You know what I mean?
looks
And go
like
too
they
far the
haven't.
other way.
No, not from what I've seen. It still looks just as complicated as when I looked over my brother's shoulder and thought, wow, that's complicated.
Yeah, because we took a look at it at Eurogamer, and it was basically
Oh, we've got
all
a
the
quick
complicated
look.
systems are still there, but it's easier to get to them,
Yeah.
and you have a bit more information about them, so you know what you're doing.
Yeah, the engine's been improved.
Mhm.
That's cool. Oh, we'll see. Something definitely to keep
Fair
an eye
enough.
on. I mean, it's not really. When's it due? Released February next year.
I know it's next year
So
sometime. I'm
it's
not
yeah,
sure when.
it's not something in the extreme near future.
No.
Nope.
As far as I'm
But
aware,
to be
it comes
fair,
out around.
to be fair, that's actually that's actually only about 6 or 7 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's new.
Damn.
It nearly is 2013.
Yeah, because it is 12, 12, 12. So we've only got 13 days until Christmas. That's less than 2 weeks. Jesus Christ.
I know. Where's the year
Christmas.
gone?
Oh man, I didn't realise that's actually less than 2 weeks till Christmas. Crap. Damn. Fair enough. So, anybody anything
Everything
else?
has gone quiet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Well,
think.
I was going to answer your question.
Every time I close my eyes, I can still see lines of PHP and written on the inside of my eyes, man.
And yeah, and any time you ask someone else to talk, you then just keep talking.
I know. I'm tired, so I'm just.
Reeling off everything, everywhere.
If my brain thinks of it, I'm saying it. There's no real control over it.
Oh God! So this will be the
I
most
think you need
censored
sleep.
episode ever.
Yeah. That's it from me.
I believe you need sleep, Xander.
Yeah, I do. Get a clear mind to edit this together and get everything else sorted. Finish the website as soon as I can so we can get this out. I'm really not. I'm pleased with how it's coming together.
I'll get the blackjack.
And the hookers.
Blackjack? Why blackjack? What did I miss? I'm confused.
No, I was talking about blackjack as in like over the edge, so he actually sleeps instead of bothering everyone.
Oh, right. I think
right.
Yeah,
I
that
think
kind of
blackjack and
blackjack.
hookers.
Penny drop. Everything makes sense.
That's the machine. The thoughts come rolling through.
That's bad.
That is bad. Well done. You're
Xander,
thinking again.
March.
March.
March 8th.
March 8th.
Okay.
Look forward to
There
that.
you
8th to the 3rd.
go. Yep.
What for? What?
I think.
Cities of the Sim variety,
Yeah,
and I'm
okay.
going to instantly not let you say anything.
All right,
else.
that's
it. That's it.
That's
We're
the-
going
all right,
to
I've got
go-
a release date in front of me. That's all, and I'm like, what? It says here that the 1st of February. That's why I was like, March. What? Where you?
No,
that-
say no more. Your speaking privileges
you
have
can't.
been revoked.
It can't be talking about SimCity because
Have
it says in front of
been
me 1st of February.
Revoked.
The pre-purchase that I got from Greenman Gaming, is 8th of March.
I see. Right. Yeah. So you've got better. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Fair enough. Because this is advertising stuff, so obviously subject to change.
8th of March. Anyway,
Fair
I'm
enough.
going to end it there. No matter if any of you have anything else to say, because Xander's falling into a coma and this is quickly turning into a train wreck.
Yeah, you can see him. You can see him slowly falling over. It's quite funny.
I've been laying off the energy drinks lately, so I can actually
Come
get
on.
some sleep. So yeah.
Let's put this baby to bed.
So, if you have any questions, queries, or comments,
Oh, you just
please
want to
feel
poke
free.
fun and laugh at me for how much I'm going comatose.
Leave them where, Dave?
You leave them below. Can you duct tape him so that I can actually end this thing?
Jabbing him with the screwdriver.
Just hit the little mute button on the microphone. Or be careful, because it makes massive noise when you go anywhere near that.
Yep.
So if you have any questions, queries, or comments, please do feel free to leave them down below. If you want to yell about Xander's ineptitude or just annoyance in this video, please do that below as well, and in all caps, just so that I can actually see it and copy paste it to him.
Or on the Elden Tree Facebook page or Twitter. We'll make sure he gets it.
Or the Twitter or Facebook page, as we should start using those, I guess.
Yeah.
Social media is a good thing, right? I hear that quite a lot in
Yeah,
my class.
supposedly.
Yeah. And no matter what you're playing this week and no matter what you're going to play next week, whether it's Assassin's Creed or Far Cry or Borderlands or any of the new phantasmagorical stuff coming
Super
out or
Hexagon.
any of the deals that you've picked up, we hope you enjoy it. And we will catch you for the next video. Peace.
You know what?
Stay awesome.
Till next time.